my whole life. Born and raised. I've always looked up to him every day of my life. Followed in his footsteps. I love him. Spinning down the driveway on the big wheels to burn out. High school, moving away and coming back. We never missed a beat. Seriously. Together. To accidentally running into Lexi on the train because Amtrak didn't come through. I reconnected with Lexi. Introduced them both on Halloween. And the rest is history. It's been perfect. I love it. I could tell stories about Alex and I having fun all day long. But cheers to love. I love you both so much. That was the bikes we got when we helped chop down a tree in the front lawn. We got bikes for helping on a task. We raced down the hill.
New bike!
Got tangled up. Oh, it was a mess.
New bike! Woo!
Alright, mine's a little bit longer. So this starts from when I was about 5, and well, first off, I'm Ryan. I'm Alex's brother, and so it starts off when I was about 5 years old. Well, since Alex and I we're 10 years apart, we never were really that close as we grew up. He was 15, I was 5, and we didn't really have too many things in common. But one thing I remember is just when I was growing up, I just remember begging him to play kickball with me in the front yard, or let me play video games with him with his friends, and just wanting to beat him because he was the oldest one. Except, I don't know, probably a lot of you remember his blonde hair phase.
What?
That was something I did not partake in. But when he reached the end of high school, he moved out to California, and we didn't really we didn't really talk so much when he was in California, but I really didn't think he's my brother, so I was gonna miss him, but I didn't think it was gonna be an awful deal. But I just remember one time, probably a couple weeks after he left, Allie and I were sitting in the kitchen, and I turned to her and I was just like, Allie, I really, really miss him as a brother. And she was like, I do too. And I don't know if I've ever told you about that, but that did happen. So he moved back after a couple years, and I could tell that he was a completely different man. And that was the first time he matured. That was the first time that Alex had definitely changed. And since then, that was about my freshman year in high school. Between my freshman year and my senior year till now, him and I have become so close. When my parents would go away, he would be my babysitter, and we would hang out, and us three joined a baseball league and a fantasy football league when I was a sophomore, and we really began to bond, and we realized our love for sports instantly. And we look back on childhood memories when every time I would call him either Fireface or Mongrel because he wouldn't let me play kickball or video games with his friends. And then he would just call me Sally to get me frustrated. But the last few years have meant a lot to me. He's taught me the values of becoming a man. He taught me two important values, and those are integrity which is doing the right thing when no one is around, and responsibility, which is taking the consequences for your actions. And when him and Lexi met was the second time that I saw Alex change. From when they were together, you could just tell that something was going to come with their relationship. Him with her was just, it was like there was no other world around him. It was just them two. And honestly, today, I'm not surprised that we're celebrating their marriage together. So, I propose a toast